Again, good afternoon and welcome to Willowbrook High School. Before we begin this dignified ceremony, I have a few general reminders. As we prepare, again, to bring the class of 2018 across this stage, if you have not done so already, I'd ask you to please silence your cell phones and also any other electronic devices. Also, please remain seated throughout the entire ceremony, so each graduate may be honored individually as they cross the stage. Dr. Kraus has promised me that this will take about an hour and 15 minutes. If for some reason it is not done in an hour 15 minutes, feel free to email him, call him, okay? Text him Monday morning, preferably very early before he has his coffee, and tell them how many minutes he went over the hour and 15 minutes, okay? But we are going to start promptly at 1 p.m. Certainly afterwards, you are allowed to stay as long as you want with your graduates to take photo opportunities up here, anywhere in the courtyard. We will, as normally, which we don't kick anybody out of here. And lastly, I'd like you to hold your applause as the students cross the stage so that we can certainly recognize each individual student. At the end, we will recognize the class of 2018 as an entire group for all the tremendous and wonderful things that they've done throughout the year. Again, welcome to Willowbrook High School. Thank you for your assistance, cooperation, and again, have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I may not always love you, so long as there are stars above you, you'll never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
If you should ever leave me, my life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, my life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows what I'd be without.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows what I'd be without.
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 God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without you.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 59th commencement ceremony for Willowbrook High School. As we begin this recognition of the class of 2018, I'd like to welcome all of you as parents, family members, and friends to a ceremony that will celebrate and acknowledge the outstanding work of these graduates. As we begin, we remind you to please silence your cell phone and to also please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony as we honor every member of the class of 2018. I'd also like to welcome members of our Board of Education for DuPage High School District 88 and to thank them for their leadership and support of these students, Willowbrook High School, and our learning community. Our Board of Education President, Mrs. Donna Kraft-Kane. The Secretary for the Board of Education, Mrs. Sharon Cusick. Board Member, Ms. Blanca Jessen. Board Member, Mr. Tom Edmeyer. Board Member, Mr. Tim Gillen. And Board Member, Mr. Mark Turk. Also joining us on stage and incredible support of Willowbrook High School and all of DuPage High School District 88 is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Scott Helton. Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Jean Barbonente. And our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Ed Hoster. And also joining us on stage are two members of the class of 2018, Miss Maria Luz Alcala and Mr. Noah Kam. Before we begin, I'd like to also thank and ask you to please thank for their contributions as we began this ceremony. Today, our amazing choir, led by Miss Karen Wolcott, and our accompanist, Miss Linda Radke. As well as our orchestra members and those who will be leaving very shortly to attend the Lilac Parade under the direction of Mr. Jan Bobek. Finally, as we begin this ceremony, we would like to thank our members of the armed forces, both here and abroad, as well as future servicemen and women from the class of 2018 for their commitment to serving the United States of America. For those members of the class of 2018 who will serve our country, will you please stand to be recognized? It is again my honor and privilege to welcome all of you to these commencement exercises and also to introduce and please join in welcoming our first speaker, Ms. Maria Luz Alcala.
Hi. These past 4 years have been a short but vital part of the long journey of life that is ahead of us. When we first arrived, we were a bunch of teenagers from different middle schools. Now we have become friends with one another and with some even family. Even though we have heard this almost every day, we really are one school, one family. I have seen this class come together countless times in events such as...
I'd rather have Doritos.
But you do eat tacos with ketchup.
Oh, hell yeah, them tacos with that ketchup on it. Ooh, I found sugar-free ketchup the other day. It's over. I'm going to be sexy on my vacation. Sugar-free ketchup.
Because of the obvious fact that we are diverse ethnically, religiously, and racially. Yet what I am referring to is the amount of different abilities our class has. I have heard Dr. Krause say many times that Willowbrook High School as a whole encompasses many languages, races, and religions. As a class, we represent that and so much more. Nor are we just referred to as an athletic or purely academic-focused class.
Okay, just hanging out.
It is because we each have unique talents and personalities that we are both of those and still even more than that. Theater, choir, speech, science Olympiad, DECA, math team, BPA, MSA, auto, culinary, track and field, wrestling, bowling, football, and basketball. These all represent a majority of all the different activities you can do here. We've excelled in all the aforementioned. There have been medals won, regional and sectional wins, state and national qualifiers throughout these activities from the class of 2018. We have people who have placed at state and national levels and even won state titles. We are diverse in our talents, and as a unit, we have shown everyone that we can do it all. Some of you even have jobs and manage to balance them with all the schoolwork, and I applaud those of you for being able to do that. It is all this that we have done so far and that we have managed that makes me have faith in our futures. I have met so many people from different backgrounds and with different stories, and I thank Willowbrook for being the place where I was able to meet these wonderful people. My best friends are all going on to pursue different paths because of their unique interests. We all have our own religions and thoughts on issues, yet we have been friends because of this environment we have grown in, which teaches us to appreciate the differences in others. We did not have to conform to make friends here. In the class of 2018, you may meet someone who has been around the world, someone else who has been programming computers since 5th grade, another person who is working on opening a store, or even someone who is looking to change the world. That is a great thing about this place. We are diverse, and we've shown it. I know that each and every one of you has the ability to do great things. Some of you have already done amazing things here and will only continue to grow. Those of you that feel like you aren't good enough or like you haven't reached your potential, realize this. You still have your whole life ahead of you to accomplish whatever you want to do. This is just one chapter in the book of your life. I believe in all of you, whether you are headed to college or the workforce or off to serve our country. I wish you all the best. If you ever feel like you are failing at some point in your life or like you aren't on the right path, remember this moment. Remember that you made it here to this stage. You graduated. It may have took a couple of failures because let's face it, we didn't get here with perfect 100s on every quiz, test, and paper, or without any struggles, but you did succeed today. This is the same with life. You may fail, but do not let that discourage you, because it takes some failure to get to success. We are the class of 2018, and we will succeed.
Thank you, Luz. It is now my privilege to introduce another member of the class of 2018, Mr. Noah Kahn.
Thank you. First, before the Peace Day Resistance, I'd like to thank everyone in this room for helping me get to where I currently stand. I'd especially like to thank Mrs. Rasso, Mr. Eslick, and Mr. Tu for both being amazing teachers and for writing my letters of recommendation, although I certainly could thank many others for the former. I'd also like to thank my father for showing me what I do know, my mother for showing me what I don't, my younger brother Leo for asking of me questions that I didn't have the answers, and my youngest brother Abe for always making me laugh. But onwards to what may be the most recognizable words of the American high school experience. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter Pacer Test will begin in 30 seconds. Those are 28 words that I hope to never hear again in my life, and I'm sure I share that sentiment with many of you. To someone from another planet, our experiences over the past 4 years might seem like something out of a surreal comedy. We've won numerous accolades for achievements in academics, athletics, and the arts. We've done hours of community service and fundraising in order to help others. We've run to the library right before class started only to find that their printers were out of ink. And we've suffered through a bizarre mashup of What Does the Fox Say and the Potato Song. You might be thinking that I'm about to launch into a spiel about how in high school, like in life, we want us to take the good with the bad, but our class has been more good than bad, so you should be proud. But instead, I'd like to talk about how awesome it is that one of the faculty, Mr. Zort, was creative, caring, and confident enough to create such a work of art just to promote a food drive. Now, I'm not saying that What Does the Fox Say doesn't have a place on my list of now 33 words I never wish to hear again. What I am saying, though, is that the spirit that created this unconventional song, even if it was irritating, is one of the best experiences we ever could have asked to have at this high school. This isn't to say that the school was what created our class's uniqueness. Quite the opposite, in fact. However, in light of the fact that there are so many beautiful idiosyncrasies espoused by so many of you, I'm not going to list them because I would like to be out of here before my first semester of college starts. Despite this, I'm willing to bet that all of us have had a moment where we wish we had been a bit less reserved with ourselves and taken some sort of risk, whether it be in our personal lives or in our academic ones, where we wished that we had become shooting stars who had broken the mold. So I suppose that this is the part of the speech where I talk about how you have to take the good with the bad, not because the bad isn't awful, but because the good is sensational. I hope you all feel enlightened. Now, I'm about to take a risk of my own by ending the speech not with an anecdote that we've all heard or a tired platitude, but with a story that, while somewhat unrelated, simply begs to be told. I must confess that the plot is, ironically, not original. I first encountered it a few years ago online. However, since the original would take almost an hour to tell you, I hope you appreciate my reimagining of the story of Nate the Snake. So there's a man in the desert. All he has with him is a bottle of windshield wiper fluid and a broken down SUV. Because he foolishly didn't tell anyone he was going off-roading and has no form of communication, the only way he can get back to civilization is by walking, so he starts off in a random direction. After he walks for about a day, he is almost dying of thirst, so he drinks the windshield wiper fluid. He feels marginally less thirsty, but he starts feeling dizzy instead. His condition deteriorates, and before long, he is crawling along the desert floor. With the last ounce of his strength, he crawls onto a smooth black stone with the 15-yard-long pole sticking out of it and a 10-yard-long snake wrapped around it. He hears a voice asking him, "You don't look so good there. Do you need any help?" The man responds, "I wish I was never thirsty again." He feels a sharp pain in his back, but suddenly he doesn't feel thirsty anymore. "Hi, my name is Nate the Snake. Nice to meet you." "Wait, a talking snake? Am I in some sort of purgatory or something?" "No, I'm a magic snake. I can grant you 3 wishes. You've already used one in order to never be thirsty again. And in order to receive your second, you'll need to swear to secrecy about me in this place. I'd recommend you take me up on this offer, as the windshield wiper fluid I can tell you drank is going to kill you in about an hour." "Okay, I wish I had total resistance to all manners of poisons and disease." He feels a second sharp pain in his back. "Ow, why do you just do that?" "I'm sorry, that's just how the wishes work. Anyways, for your 3rd wish, you see this lever I'm wrapped around?" "Yes." "Guess what it does?" It ends the world." No, it just ends humanity. I like to call it the lever of doom. Okay, you're kidding. What does it really do? It really does end humanity. I just like using that voice. Anyways, in order to receive your third wish, you must promise to pull the lever if you feel that it is humanity's due. Okay, in that case, I would like to have wisdom imparted upon me as my third wish. The man flinches as Nate bites him again. Then he walks back to civilization and becomes a best-selling author because of all the wisdom he has just been given. However, he always makes sure to keep in touch with Nate. One day, when he arrives, he sees a second 3-yard-long snake alongside Nate. I'd like you to meet my son, Samuel. Oh, and I have a very important request to make of you. You see, I want Samuel to see the world before he becomes bound to the lever like I am. Okay, I can show him around. And after you do that, can you kill me with a sword? I have become tired of living for thousands of years. I guess? The man took Samuel on a world tour that seemed like it was going to go on forever, until Samuel sensed the man was beginning to stall, as his father had told him that humans could get a bit squeamish about killing friends. For the final time, the man drove out in the desert to meet Nate. However, as he rounded the final dune, the brakes slipped. He gasped in horror as he realized he was heading straight for the lever. The man quickly jolted the steering wheel to the left. He realized that now, instead of hitting the lever, he was about to run over Nate. The man realized he had no time to get out of the way entirely. He was either going to hit Nate or the lever. He thought for a second, turned over to Samuel and yelled, "Better Nate than lever." Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Thank you once again to Luz and to Noah for your remarks. It is now my honor and privilege as the principal of this great high school to present the graduating class of 2018 to the Board of Education for their diplomas. But before doing so, I'd like to thank all of you again for being a part of this incredible journey, as we've had the pleasure of working with these amazing men and women. And thank you to you, the members of the class of 2018. As we said just a few moments ago in the auditorium, you have made an indelible remark upon all of us at Willowbrook High School. You entered the world at the turn of the century when many of you were born, and there was a lot of hope. There was also a lot of talk about Y2K and whether we needed generators. The reality is you sparked us. You found a way to light up the world, and we know you will continue to do so through the remainder of this century because of your leadership, your service, and everything you have brought to us in such a very short time. The 2017-18 school year will be remembered for years to come because of your commitment and dedication to the pride, tradition, and excellence of Willowbrook High School. From our school being recognized for the 11th straight year as one of the top high schools in America, to completing the most advanced placement and dual credit courses in our history, and being arguably one of the best classes that ever walked through our hallways. This includes your success, dedication, and commitment well beyond the classroom. Let's do a quick recap. The math team had 25 members go to state. Skills USA state champion and second and third place in automotive service technology. Second straight quarterfinal finish in football and earned our first ever West Suburban Gold Conference Championship. All-state cast and crew members and a fifth place overall finish at state for Elizabeth Rex. An all-state finisher in speech. We broke last year's school record for wins with boys basketball and earned a regional championship. We had local, state, national, and international champions, qualifiers, and recognition for athletics, as well as activities such as FCCLA, Science Olympiad, DECA, ILMEA, and BPA. We had a state championship wrestler. We continue to expand our partnerships with the Greater Oak Brook Chamber of Commerce, the Addison Workforce Development Board, created robotics camps and Friday Night Connect events for middle school students in the community. And just last week, our own Adam Souza earned the IHSA State Championship for the all-around in gymnastics. Those are the highlights from this year. The reality is, your 4 years, you have earned more than $400,000 for the American Cancer Society and raised those funds through Relay for Life. You've given back to our community. You've led food drives. You've assisted our neighbors to the west at Glenbard East in their times of need. You've come together as a family. You have shown us what it truly means to be one school and one family for all warriors. You'll leave us attending colleges and universities and work programs throughout the country and the world, and you've earned more than $6 million in scholarships to date. You've made us proud. You've shown us all what it means truly to be a Willowbrook warrior, but more importantly, what it means when we all come together as one school and one family for all warriors. Thank you to the class of 2018. You are 59th graduating class in the great history of this high school, and you deserve every accolade and recognition for your efforts. Congratulations. It is now my honor and privilege as a principal to present you, the class of 2018, to the Board of Education and to board member Ms. Blanca Jessen as having met the standards and requirements for a DuPage High School District 88 diploma. Please join me again in welcoming Ms. Blanca Jessen.
On behalf of the Board of Education and Administration, it is with my great pleasure that I welcome you this year's commencement ceremony. Think back to your freshman year. Some of you knew each other, others knew no one. But along the way, you became friends. Willowbrook provided you with new adventures that allowed you to grow as part of this community. It also helped you grow as a person. A famous author once said, "The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as a legacy." This statement defines the class of 2018. You have left a legacy of giving back. Through Really for Life and other countless community hours, you have set the bar high for future classes. You have inspired your community. However, the accomplishments of the class of 2018 do not end there. Your academic achievements have helped Willowbrook continue to be named as one of the top schools in the nation and in the state. Your achievements have not been limited to the classroom. You have been successful in many arenas, including athletics, music, theater, speech team, and auto, and the list continues. Today is the beginning or the start of your adult life. From this day forward, the decisions you make and the actions you will take will be your own and will define your future. Okay, that might seem a little scary, right? But I want to leave you with a few special messages that I hope you guys will always remember. Always love yourself, always respect yourself, and always believe in yourself. You are good enough, and you have greatness within you. Don't never let anybody's negative talk define you, and don't ever listen to it. You see, life's not easy as you start your journey. Some of you will go off to college, some of you will go into the military, and we thank you for your service, and others of you will go into the workforce. You will be faced with challenges and struggles, and it might seem daunting, but never give up. You will fail along the way, and you might even fail several times, but please know you will be okay. You see, when you fail, it only makes you stronger. It makes you fight and work even harder. Please know you are never alone. And if you ever find yourself in despair, we are all here for you. Don't ever let your failures define who you are. Stay the course. Keep following your dreams. And once you get to where you're going, turn back and help others. My second message to you is be unique. It's okay. You have a voice, use it. Be the voice for those who are silent. Laugh, love, have compassion. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'll say that one again. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. It is when you step outside your comfort zone that you really, truly understand your full potential. Embrace who you are. Ask for help when you need it. It's okay. We all need help at some point. Be humble. Be respectful. Be responsible. Be engaged. I like what Robert Kennedy said. Few have the greatness to bend history, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events, and then the total, these acts, will be written in the history of this generation. It is from numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that the human history is shaped. You see, each time a man or a woman stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lots of others, or strikes out against injustice, he, she, or she sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each of the million different parts, center of the energy and daring, these ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. Continue to foster the relationships in your life with family and friends. In the end, that all the success and the money in the world are meaningless unless you have others to share it with. I know for you to have been able to accomplish all that you have, you've had a lot of great deal of support from parents and guardians, and in many cases, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, who have encouraged you to work hard, who have driven you to countless activities, and supported you through your 4 years here at Willowbrook. It truly takes a village. And for the school to be great, we need to have great parents and guardians. And to each of the parents and family members here today, I say thank you. I also want to recognize our administration. I know you will never forget Dr. Cross and this administration. Thank you for your leadership and support. Our school continues to receive state and national recognition. Also, a special thank you to all the grounds people here and the maintenance, because without you and your tireless efforts, all of the sporting events, anything that happens here at Willowbrook would not be successful if it wasn't for you, so we thank you. Also, a special thank you to Dr. Helton, who I've had the pleasure of knowing for a long time, and there's no one more dedicated in ensuring that District 88 has all the resources it needs to help students be successful. Most importantly, I want to thank our faculty and staff. We are very lucky to have such a dedicated faculty and staff. We have always been amazed at how teachers give of themselves, meeting students before and after school or on weekends to give them extra support that they need to be successful. We know that through your caring support, you have changed many lives. Our teachers exemplify the saying, to the world, you may be one teacher, but to one student, you are the world. I will leave you with one last message. If people are not laughing at your dreams, then your dreams aren't big enough. I'm going to say that one more time. If people are not laughing at your dreams, then your dreams are not big enough. Dream big, real big. On behalf of DuPage High School District 88 Board of Education and Administration, I accept the members of the class of 2018 and confirm that they have completed all the requirements of DuPage District 88 and are eligible to receive their diplomas. Please accept our congratulations on a job well done.
As our graduates prepare to receive their diplomas, we'd like to remind you all to please hold your applause until the final member of the class of 2018 is recognized, and also to remain seated throughout the duration of the ceremony so that all of our members can be honored. The class of 2018, thank you again for everything you have meant to us in your time and as a Willowbrook warrior. Because as we always say, once a warrior, always a warrior, and on your final day, silver and blue through and through.
Betty Ann Louise Garrett. Kathleen Margaret Gomez. Dante Sebastian Abbott. Natasha Joy Adams. Muhammad Azer Ahmad. Akeb Ahmad. Hamna Ahmad. Reshma Ahmad. Shariar Ahmad. Taha M. Akhtar, Maria Luz Alcala, Mir Mustafa Ali Khan, Marine Ali, Ariel Josephine Ali Budbud, Maria Jocelyn Almaraz, Ahmed G. Ali, Mason A. Amadio, Joel Jose Anderson, Brenda Lisbeth Arzetta, Ashley R. Ball, Taylor Krista Balsitis, Nathan Constantine Balukabada, Erica Barajas, Martique de Allen Barksdale II, Lydia Sue Bauer and Friend, Elizabeth Bautista, Jason T. Beausoleil, Gerardo Bedola, Melissa Bedola, Alir Bekteshi, Sebastian M. Berlin, Arturs M. Berzinch, Joseph J. Bessert, Nicholas R. Blackwell, Ricardo Blas Romero, Mackenzie James Bober, Rosalie Joyce Bohm, George Robert Bolahanis, Jacob E. Bradfield, George E. Brown, Joshua W. Bryan, Gaetana Josephine Burrows, Daisy Jacqueline Caldera, Julian Patrick Calvillo, Jennifer Jocelyn Camacho, Madison Kate Campbell, Philip Anthony Cole Campbell, Edward Matthew Caper, Catherine A. Carey, Ryan J. Carperos, Erica Brianna Carter, Dylan Michael Caswell, Chase T. Kavanaugh, Justice T. Say, Danielle T. Salio, Phoebe Johanna Sepulka, Jessica Gabriela Serralo, Stephen Serta Sanchez, Mavra Chaudhry, Jacob Chavez, Anna Lisa Ciano, Susan Marie Ciano, Julia Rose Kelly Cicero, Kathleen Ann Kelly Cicero, Sarah Marie Sismacia, Keon Coakley, Stephanie Nicole Cook, Nicholas M. Cookingham, Genevieve Ella Corkery, Jennifer Corona, Raymond I. Coronado, Lauren Renee Correa, Miguel Angel Correa, Mark Roman Corsini, Ian Francis Costello, John Carlton Creighton, Tremone Crosby, Edgar A. Cruz, Anna M. Cucinato, Emily Marie Cunningham, Anna K. D'Agostino, Krista Kimberly Dahlstrand, Nicholas P. Danielson, Dawson D. Darrow, Alexandra M. Dakevich, Luis A. Davila, Diasha S. Davis, Mia Castellani Davis, Ivan P. Deanda, John K. D'Angelo, Christopher B. Diaz, Daniel Diaz, Gabriel Diaz, Liam Michael John Dilger, Jesse J. Dillon, Kevin O. Dobbins, Adriana Ariel Dotson, Sarah Michelle Dowling, Sarah Catherine Doyle, Christian Dublin, Diana Victoria DeBiz, Stephanie Michelle Ebling, Silver A. Adosio Jr., Jacob P. Egan, Muhammad Ahmed Eldin Alam, Kayla Talia El-Ghazal-Bal, Catherine Lynn Elveri, Gian Carl Enriquez, Jennifer Flores, Jacob A. Entwistle, Jesus Esparza, Marcel Espinoza, Marissa Fairbank, Crystal A. Fernandez, Thomas Fernandez, Patrick Joseph Flory, Caitlin M. Foley, Faith N. Fowler, Shannon Michelle Frank, Peter Jacob Frigoletto, Justin D. Fritz, Gianna Monique Fontias, Agnes Michelle Gadaish, Alex Galicia, Bridget Gallagher Gill, Carolyn I. Gallegos, Alfredo Galvez, Destiny Gamboa, Gerardo Garcia, Yuliana Garcia, Joshua Gowell, Leah L. Gensel, Jason Lee R. Gill,
Andrew Gillespie, Maureen Rosemary Gillespie, Joseph P. Gelono, Efren Gomez, Daniel Gonzalez, Judith Itzigeri Gonzalez, Lorena M. Gonzalez, Jose F. Gonzalez Aguirre, Corelli Annalise Grado, Sasha Alexandra Graff, Lily T. Grivey, Sophia Jolene Grove, Lillian Grubbs, Alec Robert Gruhalski, Tyler Anthony Guerrero, Alexandria Elizabeth Galata, Daniel Miles Guzel Jr., Mitchell Brian Guzik, Sama Habib, Manur T. Hamid, Safa Hamid, Stephen P. Hansen, Emoni Ariona Harris, Denisha Lachey Hart, Amber R. Hensley, Noe Heredia Marquez, Nicholas Hernandez, Paul Hernandez, Tomas Hernandez, Maximilian L. Heald, Samuel James Hightower, Christian M. Hill, LaKayla Nicole Hill, Zoe A. Hippensteel, Corey D. Holloway, Jake Thomas Hoppenstead, Claire Ella Hosman, Robert Lee Hudson, Juan Carlos Huerta, Bilal Mohammed Hussein, Mariam Hussein, Ibad Syed Husseini, Yusuf Husseini, Isabella Yvonne Iasillo, Rhiannon Marie Iasillo, Werda Iftikhar, Yumna Imran, Gabriel T. Inashita, Michael Ray Isaacson, Kaylee E. Jagello, Bakhtaur Jalal, Megan Janopoulos, Nice Keandril Balaba Jenkins, Jack E. Jessen, Damian X. Jimenez, Jake Johnson, Nicholas P. Johnson, Brianna Margaret Jones, Jamel Marquise Jones, Mitchell G. Jones, Lindsay M. Joyce, Rachel A. Joyce, Hannah Joswiak, Abdullah Kaludi, Noah Robert Com, Mason Camp, Estefani Marielos Karasak, Edward D. Carl, Brooke E. Castle, Theodore Nicholas Katsavalis, Kaylin Buela Kadiaman, Timothy Nicholas Keefe, Nathan Patrick Kelly, Asfia Subuhi Khan, Huda Mahmood Khan, Maria Khan, Sharina Khan, Zaim Khan, Tala Kawaja, Nawal S. Coker, Caitlin M. Kingren, Angela M. Klingelhofer, James M. Kozowski Jr., Claudia Kovach, Scott Ezekiel Kowalski. Catalina Mira Marie Krishnan. Drew Wyland Kruger. Tyler James Kukoc. Anthony Cameron Lang. Thomas E. Latham. Abdul Hasib Latif. Alyssa R. Lavery. Curtis Faison James Leach. Hannah Grace Lechtenberg. Isabella Grace Ladon. Esther Young Lee. Lauren Therese Lehman. Destiny Janae Lewis. Terry Lavelle Lewis. Alyssa J. Lexow. Daniel Charles Lopez Egan. Isabel Ariana Lopez. Alexandra N. Leo. Brandon Buela Loth. Jesus A. Lozano. Christian Alexander Luna. Emily Elizabeth Luna. Christian A. Manning. Marissa Marcello. Abigail Rose Mullen. Daniel Scott Moses. John Anthony Morser. Catherine Ann Morris. Kendall Dewan Morgan. Andrew J. Montoya. Marquetta Mitchell. Omer Mirza. Muhammad Mirza. Amanda Rose Miller. Abigail Ruth Micah. Brianna L. Messenger. Cesar D. Mendoza. Elika Jane Mendiola.
So just reach back and hand me the cards. I'm right behind you.
Priscilla Maris. Mark A. Maritato. Robert Marshbanks. Henry Buddy Arnold Martins V. Zaid Massoud. Claire Mast. Rebecca R. Matthews. Brianna McData. Holly E. McPhail. Jocelyn Melton. Isabel Nicole Mendez. Anthony Murillo. Muhammad M. Murtasa. Matthew Tyler Myers. Bianca Marie Nava. Taylor Ray Nichols Bacharach. Quinn Frederick Nolan. Austin Thomas Nordenston. Daniel Norton. Lillian Rose Nuss. Johan Ocampo Villa. Arlith Giselle Ojeda. Maria Luisa Oleas. Rafael Angel Olegas Jr. Sean Charles Olson. Jocelyn Orizaba. Ramsha Asmani. Christopher S. Pacheco. Samuel A. Pakeltis. Augustin M. Palacios. Jocelyn Raquel Palafox. Jessica Palma. Sophia Marie Perillo. Lindsay Patete. Sorry. Jeffrey Kenneth Paulson. Cornelius Paxton Jr. Tyler Jordan Peterson. Catherine Mary Pegler. Samuel Francis Pelser. Owen M. Peterson. Kieran Pentella. Abril Cristina Perez. Adrian Perez. Caleb Perez. Denise Perez. Javier Perez. Vivian Perez. Michaela K. Phelps. Marshawn W. Phillips III. Sean Christopher Piper. Amaya Nicole Pittman. Sarah Ann Poyer. Ricardo Rosas Ponce. Milash Papriniak. Catherine Portilla. Joshua Thomas Preuss. Megan Marie Price. Justin M. Priola. Michael Vincent Puglia. Samantha Paige Piker. Syed K.M. Quadri. Stephanie Lynn Quaver. Gerald Barachina Quibel. Edgar Quintas. Jessica Ann Ragucci. Elena Isabel Ramirez. Kevin Ramirez. Laura Yaneth Ramirez. Michael Ramirez. Nayeli Ramirez. Ali Marie Rainieri. Aisha U. Rasa. James Scott Reed IV. Unique Latrice Reedy. Jessica Reyes. Samuel M. Ricchetti. Corey Robert Richards. Kalia Ricci. Alia Muniz Rizvi. Syed Harar Rizvi. Casey LaCroix Robinson. Kieran R. Robinson. Daniel R. Rocha. Gianna Jacqueline Rodriguez. Ethan Leo Rojic. Ismael Alejandro Roman. Grace Lillian Ruca. Corey M. Rycroft. Vincent M. Rushala. Rogelio A. Ruiz Alvarez. Anna Corinne Rundgren. Olivia Rundgren. Sarah Ann Ryan. Savannah R. Ryan. Jessica L. Reinick.
Nicholas J. Sabatino. Sayeda Sofia Sabiri. Daniel Salazar. Jennifer Salazar. Mohammed Suhabib Salman. Miriam Sanchez. Nathan Sanchez. Dana Marie Sesnick. Taylor Shelk. Kevin Schmidtke. Jared Schneider. Thomas W. Schuler. Ethan Mark Patent Schumer. Tyler Settles. Matthew William Seymour. Sayeda Lubna Shah. Adim Shala. DeMonte A. Sharp. Brian Shima. Brandon Joseph Schisler. Rebecca T. Schulda. Reich Sadiq. Alicia B. Siddiqui. Abrar Siddiqui. Jose M. Cemental. Alexis Latrice Simmons. Kyra J. Singleton. Diavian Terrell Skinner. Chloe Slinkman. Brandon G. Smith. Jayshun Smith. Jayla Ambria Smith. Kathleen Mary Smith. Marissa N. Smith. Marquay Jakari Smith. Matthew J. Smith. Ryan Smith. Jennifer Solis. Elizabeth M. Soriano. Justin R. Soriano. Adam C. Sousa. Bernardo Soval. Andrew Carl Spidel. David Mihailo Stalky. Umar Mohammed Syed. Carl Tankersley. Caitlin Hope Tarr. Naila Tate. Quentin Michael Tatum. John B. Taylor. Ashley M. Techmeyer. Kala Alexis Terslick. Zachary John Thompson. Tyler N. Topol. Fatima Del Carmen Torres Hernandez. Juan Carlos Torres. Lucas M. Traub. David Jace Tucker. Jeremy J. Vopel. Dominique Vasquez. Maximilian Gregory Vinches. Bernabe Vera Rosales. Luis J. Vera. David A. Verdugo del Hoya. Jalissa Jocelyn Villalobos. Aldo David Violante. Carolyn Margaret Vittorio. Yesenia Vivero. Haley Michelle Vogt. Umar Ali Wahid Amar. Christian Amante Washington. Emmanuel J. Washington. Asia B. Wasif. Owen Lewis Weaver. Alexis Brooke Weedoff. Daniel Boone Weir. Thomas William Wint. Jack Ryan Wentworth. Kevin William Wesley, Jr. Shane Jack Warden. Victor T. Wheatley. Shenandoah C. Wheeler. Brianna D. White. Jennifer A. Williams. Courtney Maxine Willis. Trayton Wilson. Kayla Jasmine Worrell. Ashley Taylor Wright. Evelyn Yao. Bailey T. Young. Millie Ann Zachariah. Sikander Zafar. Chloe Renee Zunkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018.